Is Nas retiring? No, probably not. At least not anytime soon. The only reason that we bring this up is because a couple of days ago, Nas had posted on Instagram a short video that ended saying the finale. Now, with that, everybody jumped to conclusions like, oh my god, is Nas retiring with his next album? Is he going to go away forever? Is he going to stop rapping? Is he just going to disappear off the face of the earth and just cease to exist? Like, no, dog. Like, he just, this is just the last album that him and Hit-Boy are doing. We found that out today because they posted that Magic 3, the sixth and final project with that are it's a Nas and Hit-Boy collab, will be dropping this September 14th, so in 2 days at 9 p.m., which is coincidentally also Nas's birthday. So for Nas's 50th birthday, he's dropping the sixth album that he's done with Hit-Boy. Pretty cool. Now, with that said, I feel like a lot kind of like the expectations are pretty high for this project because, I mean, they've been doing good with King's Disease. They did good with Magic 1 and 2. And for this to be the final project between the two of them, they kind of have to go out with a bang, right? Especially because this is going to be celebrating Nas's 50th. So I feel like this has got to be some of his best work. And to be fair, the stuff that he's been doing with Hit-Boy has been some of Nas's best work really throughout his whole career. Like, he hit a second stride. Like, we had a little bit of a worry with, well, not we, but a lot of people had a little bit of a worry with the Nasir album and Lost Tapes 2. I mean, Lost Tapes 2 we can kind of ignore because that was just like Lost Tapes. But Nasir was like, ooh, don't know if Nas can rap that good anymore. But when he came back with Hit-Boy, it's been solid ever since. So, Nas has had a really good second run. And on one hand, it kind of sucks that he's ending it with Hit-Boy at this point. They kind of went crazy, though. They are giving us 6 projects in 3 years, so that's 2 projects a year, essentially. Well, technically, we're getting 3 this year, and the rest have been spread out over time. But we got a lot of music between the two of them, and realistically, I think what a lot of people have noticed, and maybe they have noticed themselves, and I say a lot of people, really, I just mean myself. I feel like they have maybe gotten to a point where they're not getting any more out of it, because a lot of the music, Magic 2 was completely different, and I totally enjoyed that. But with King's Disease 3, it felt like they had kind of slowed down a little bit. Like they weren't really doing anything too new or exciting. And that's why the Magic albums are nice, because they're their own thing. They're not really following a series necessarily until now. But, it's more of like the experimental side. So, but with that said, like they may have gotten to a point where it's like, ooh, okay, well, we're not really innovating anymore, let's say. So I think this is a good place to end it, because you don't want to kind of overstay your welcome either. Like, while they've been doing so well together over these past few years, because they put out now, well, on Thursday night, they'll have put out 6 albums. Like, now that they put out 6 albums, you've kind of saturated the market with your product. And because you've done so in such a short amount of time, people may start to devalue it a little bit. So instead of them saying, okay, well, we'll take a little bit longer, they're like, no, we'll just keep putting out music and then just stop. And I don't know if this was the plan all along. It very well could have been. It may be just something that they figured out as they were doing it. But yeah, this is the last one. It is interesting to note, though, because I feel like I heard that Nas was working on KD4, or their KD4 is supposed to be a thing. But I guess that's not happening. Or maybe KD4 turned into Magic 3. Like, something changed, I'm assuming. Unless Nas wants to continue the King's Disease series, but bring in different producers. I'm not really sure. I don't think that's what he would want to do, though, because when you have a series that's multiple albums long with the same producer, I don't think you want to go and make it make another entry in that with someone else. I mean, he could very well do another trilogy with another producer. I think that would be pretty cool. Or it doesn't even have to be a trilogy. It could just be like a one-off album here and there. And yeah, I mean, we'll just have to see what happens. I mean, personally, I've always said that whenever an artist, like a rapper and a producer, can get in the same room together and make an album or series of albums in this case, you get some of their best work. And I mean, like I already mentioned, and what a lot of people will say is this Nas and Hit-Boy run has been some of the best we've gotten in recent years. So, I mean, I'm excited for Magic 3. I'm also more excited to see what Nas has coming up next, because clearly he's not retiring. Like there's no way he's going to retire anytime soon. Like he's just turning 50 this week. I don't think he's going to slow down. I think what he's doing is using his 50th birthday as like a milestone, and from there he's just going to go even crazier. Like I don't think he's going to take a step back. Like, I think he's just going to go on another run. I would love to see what producer he decides to work with next. I mean, he could very well just do another project where it's individual, like every track's a different producer, or he does another producer based album. But I think again, like you get some of the best work when you work with a producer. And so I would love to see him with somebody else. I think I feel like Alchemist is a busy person, but I think if he can get in with Alchemist, that'd be something wild. Because Alchemist has very varying productions. So, I mean, we just gotta wait and see. Plus, Nas can't retire until we got that album that he was talking about on Nas Album Done. He said the album's done, just wait and see. But I don't think we got it yet. Where's that album, Nas? Is it still coming? Is it actually done? I don't fucking know. But yeah, that's enough of all that from me. Let me know in the comments below what your expectations for Magic 3 are going to be, and if you want Nas to go on another run with a different producer, or if you just want him to take a break. He's been busy. I don't blame you. I don't blame him. While you're down there, like and subscribe to see more ramblings and content like this. I will definitely have a video on Magic 3 coming out probably Friday, so stay tuned for that. But with all that said, thank you for watching, and please stay safe out there.